Okay, let's talk about something you probably do all the time, but maybe in a way you've never really thought about before. I'm talking about the simple AI prompt. And what we're going to uncover is the hidden art form that's hiding inside those little instructions we type out for machines.
At first glance, a prompt seems so straightforward, right? You tell an AI, hey, write this email for me or summarize this article, and poof, it does the job. It feels totally functional, just a command, and that's it. For most of us, that's what prompt engineering is all about.
But what if that's not the whole story? Could a prompt actually be more than just a command? I want us to challenge that simple idea and really explore something different. The idea that crafting a prompt is actually a deeply creative, almost artistic act.
So where does the art come in? Well, it's all about having a poet's precision. It's kind of like writing a haiku, you know? A great prompt packs a ton of meaning into just a few very specific words. It's not just what you say, it is absolutely how you say it. A lazy, vague instruction, you're just going to get noise. But a perfectly crafted one, oh, that's like pure orchestration.
We can actually break down what makes a prompt beautiful into three things. First, you've got this elegance in its structure, a nice logical flow. Then, there's a real intent in its rhythm. Every single word is picked for a reason to guide the AI. And finally, you get this harmony in its clarity, where there's just no room for it to get confused.
I love this way of thinking about it. Prompts are the architecture of human-AI interaction. Wow! Just that one word, architecture, it changes everything, doesn't it? Suddenly you're not just barking in order, you're actually designing the blueprint for a whole conversation. It forces us to be so much more deliberate in how we communicate.
And this is where we see that huge leap, from just pure utility to actual art. We're talking about moving beyond prompts that just kind of work and getting into the world of prompts that inspire. Prompts that can coax out real clarity, or genuine emotion, or even a sense of playfulness from the AI.
Okay, just look at the difference here. It's night and day. On one side, generate an image of a cat. And yeah, you'll get a cat. It's functional, but pretty forgettable. Now, on the other side, paint me a feline sunbather lounging under cosmic rays. See? That doesn't just ask for an object. That summons a scene, a feeling, a whole vibe. One is just a label. The other is basically a poem.
So what's in this so-called prompt artist's toolkit? Well, think of it like having different paint brushes. You've got your logic-based prompts, which are perfect for precise, analytical work. Then you have emotion-based prompts for when you need to capture a specific mood. And then there are the story-driven ones, which can paint an entire narrative. Each one is a different tool for a totally different effect.
But here's where it gets really, really cool. This whole process, it's not actually just about talking to an AI. When we really take the time to craft a truly thoughtful prompt, it ends up becoming a kind of mirror, reflecting our own mind right back at us.
Think about it. The act of designing a truly precise prompt, it forces us to clarify what we actually think. It shows us how we solve problems, how we tap into our own creativity, and how we translate these big, messy ideas in our heads into a language that something else can finally understand. It's a surprisingly powerful way to get to know yourself.
All right, so now it is your turn. This is your chance to go from just hearing about this stuff to actually doing it, to stop being a spectator and to become that poet behind the code we've been talking about.
So here's your creative challenge. I want you to design a poetic prompt that generates an image of loneliness. But don't just ask for an image of loneliness. No, use these artistic tools. Is your loneliness a single flickering street lamp on a foggy night? Is it a forgotten teacup slowly growing cold on a windowsill? Craft a real poem for it. So I'll leave you with that question. What does your loneliness look like in pixels?